Welcome to another track guide by Azza WF1, and this time we are looking at the circuit of Imola, and we're going to show you what it's about, what boosts to use, and also what strategies that you can follow. If you haven't already done so, these track guides are available in one of my playlists. Do have a check out before each GP and make sure you're familiar with the tracks and overtaking spots. So let's move on to Imola. Let's show you what the circuit looks like and where to overtake. So let's have a look at Imola as a track. So characteristics of this track are an aero and a speed track. So that's what we're looking for when it comes to boosts. And let's run you through the track indeed as well. So coming out the last corner, down the straight into turn 1, which isn't really a corner, but the main corner of turns 2, 3 and 4. Some big overtaking opportunities, and you want to be boosting ideally down there, or when you push in, that's the best place. All the way up to turn 7, and that is a possibility up the inside as well. Turns 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they've all got some potential overtaking possibilities. It is low. Doesn't mean you can't overtake, depending on what tyres, if you're on soft compared to hards, for example. And then turn 14, 15, the chicane, better chance to overtake through there. Turn 17, 18, you can go up the inside and then back into the home straight. So Imola, very quick track, very much a potential to overtake through a fair bit of good chances. And I'll bring that to life with the strategy guide shortly. And the boosts that you can use, Dead Fast, Firework, Lumberjack, Shark, Hex, are just to name a few. And that is your speed, that is your overtaking, some tyre management in there as well. So, without further ado, let's get into the track. Let's show you the strategies to use and make sure you keep coming back because there's plenty of tracks to watch. So, let's give it a go then. Let's show you what you need to do. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a surprise in this video, because it's not going to be your standard strategies that you may follow or think that you need to follow. So as normal, we are P8 and P16. So we're splitting the field so we can give you an idea of the strategies that you might want to use. Street Shark goes on to Lance Stroll, who's on the mediums. Overtaking, speed and time management. Dead Fast goes on to Albon on the softs. So you might be thinking, how are we going to be overtaking with Dead Fast from the back? Well, you're about to find out. So here we go. Can we get a good start? We've got Stroll 8, Albon 16, and Stroll up the inside of Perez manages to get into P7 off the line. Albon P15, and that's not a bad start here in Imola. As Stroll, can he get two cars here? He can. So Stroll up to P5. Albon's lost a couple of positions down now in P16, but that's okay because we're about to trigger something very useful in a lap's time. So Stroll, holding off Russell. We're not going to fight it too much because I want to save the tyres, and it's all about saving tyres here. And Stroll does concede the position, but Russell's quicker, so there's no point holding up as Albon gets a bad exit out of that corner. And now into the hairpin. Now what you're going to see here, Albon's losing positions. I'm not too fussed because I'm not going to lose too much time. And we're going to bring Albon into a no-service medium pit stop. And what you'll find is hardly anybody will be pitting on lap 2. So, because Albon's at the back, he's in a traffic jam. He now comes into the pits. No one's pitted with us. And Albon, who is now P24, is going to be coming out 3 laps of full boost. And you will find that with that huge gap that we've now got, he can boost all the way around, no traffic. That dead fast boost is going to be insane to help us catch up and undercut the field. We've started to boost Stroll. So Stroll will now do 1.5 laps on full push. And he's into P3. Now, Albon just caught up the field. Few people will pit. And that's Albon. Great moves down the outside there. Albon back into P16. So within 1 lap, he's gained 2 positions by undercutting. And we've currently got Lance Stroll in the lead of this race, who will now pit for some mediums. So we're doing the 1 stop with Stroll, 2 stop with Albon. And Albon gets another move with that dead fast, P14. So Stroll comes out in the lead. Albon, now with a lot of the field pitting, up to P6. And because he undercut, he will be pitting this lap. Can we get past Russell? We can't get past Russell. And Stroll, because we're in the lead, we haven't got to push him too hard. We are going to hold the field up a little bit and just keep Albon in touching distance to these cars around him, as Albon nearly gets P5 and he will now come into the pits. So remember, lap 2, we were P18. Albon, now coming out of the pits, is now sitting in P12. Can we P14? So we're P14 now with Albon. And we're now going to push at the hairpin. Can we go up the inside? We can't. But that's okay. We're going to save a little bit of fuel. And Stroll still holding them up, because we want to push hard with Albon. And here we go. We're going to start to see Albon start to push and see if we can get ahead. We're about on the 2 laps. We've got P13 then with Albon. And now we're going to try. We've saved enough. We're going to try and get Alonso. P12 up the inside. Great overtaking opportunity at this hairpin. And we managed to get the job done. What about Albon now? So coming back up to the chicane, we're going to boost again. And can we make a move? We can. We get Bottas. What about into the last corner? Last 2 corners give you a chance. And now watch this. Few more pit stops in. And we are back in to the top 10. Straight past Hamilton. What about Gasly? Can we get P7? Remember, we were lap 2, 18th. And we are now all over the back of this Russell. Can we do him in the chicane? Not quite. I think that might be it in terms of overtaking against the soft tyres. And that is Imola for you. Done easy. P1 and P6 with Albon just getting the Mercedes. And that's brilliant points. So Imola is done and dusted. 2 strategies there. You can do a 3-3-2 or a 4-4. But if you are starting near the back of the grid, an undercut on lap 2 and then pushing for 3 laps does work an absolutely treat. So if you're not doing that, you need to start. And I'll repeat that. 4 medium with a street shark and a dead fast with 3 soft, 3 soft, 2 soft is workable. Or you can do the 2 softs, 3 medium, and you can absolutely push as hard as you can. I hope you've enjoyed Imola. It's a track I love bringing you. It's definitely a fun track. Lots of overtaking. And I hopefully will see you in more of these track guides going forward. I'll catch you in the next one.